just get to rain down shots on the rest of the lobby. Ibuhai trying to find some space to exist, but he's going to have to go back over now into the plant. There's only Ibuhai in a 1v2, and that's not going to be enough. Fury Legend and Proximus are going to close that one out. 6 elims and the victory round. That's how they were at 57 points. That's what got them up there, and hopefully they can keep on that pace to qualify.
They ended that game so fast, still had 9 impulses and 2 smoke grenades left at the end, but they decided to just give the lobby a whole haircut as we move in. Once again, the same zone. Geysers going up once again. A lot of launch pads can be saved on this 5th zone rotation. A lot of mats can just be saved as well when you're up in the air, not taking too many shots and basing up, going for these big vantage points as well. Benji Fishy now, the inspiration for a lot of duos in the EU region, getting their name switched for that good, sweet luck in terms of qualifying. He's getting checked on his edit, getting a little bit too close there, giving his fish hat a little bit of a haircut. A lot of heals being used on that as well. Could be a mistake that proves fatal at the end of the game.
And one thing I do like, though, is with how many more shields there have been in the games, is players are taking more risks. They're looking for more trades. They're willing to go take fights because it's like, hey, if we don't get everything here, it's not the end of the game.
Est-ce que vous pouvez me dire comment, enfin, si on peut mettre le tournoi en français, s'il vous plaît, parce que ce serait vraiment sympa.
They are already very close to the safe zone, not quite in it, so we'll need to rotate just slightly over, but have the guys there to do it. I mean, this lobby's stacked. You see Crew, Nairo, Milan, Osmo, Chapik, Snowda, like, jeez.
We get in these last 4 games, and the games only get bigger with better players over and over. Aqua in here with Nyrox as well. We're going to be tuning into their super dope position up top on this hill. Going to be cutting off a lot of people rotating from mid-ground. They're going to decide to rotate early, though. They're not in zone just yet, dropping just a few layers, but every layer you do drop, that's a box saved on mats. So moving diagonally this way is very smart, but also risky because you have a little bit less of protection from front.
Merci pour les 90 abonnés, les gars. 90 abonnés. Franchement, ça fait super plaisir, les mecs. Encore 10 abonnés. Encore 10 abonnés, puis on est au 100 en fait. N'hésitez pas à like.
Nyrox going to be looking out, up and around for any vantage points. 5th circle to 6th is that kind of stalemate time where you can look for picks. He gets a nice 33 damage shot on a duo moving down bottom. Aqua looking through his pyramid, looking for any information up on the map as well.
Yeah, and they're just trying to chill. They're just trying to hang out
Vous me dites si vous voulez qu'on fasse des games, hein.
To keep whatever amount of space and to get over on the far side of the zone right
away.
Regarder les zones come in and you have utility. You want to pop it, get far side, box up, and then turn and see the rest of the lobby. Here's a prime example of it. That's white damage. Going to follow it up right away with the stink grenade.
À votre avis, qui c'est qui va gagner?
Continue pouring down the pressure. And that is Blood X of the 11 going down.
Là, il y a que des anglais là.
Brilliantly done, but can they convert onto it? The storm will move past it, so they want to go over and try and get whatever mats as well as that siphon on it.
Once again, EU is so good at just using their utility and following up with the shots. Nyrox now going down, unfortunately, could not cover his head up top. Very still smart plays there, playing off of his thing, saving that last one until he had damage rather than just using it for an impact in the game. Always make sure you're milking the most out of the stuff you have in your inventory. Benji now still alive with Savage, looking for a reload while the wall goes down. Very unfortunate.
Il a pas vu le mec. Enfin, le mec l'a pas vu.
Proving to be fatal in terms of getting that elimination point. Benji and Savage now in the same box, getting caught up in a big community rift.
Oh, okay.
Down, getting knocked all the way. Not sure in the rift beforehand. That Elam coming through though. That shield will go back up once that server starts moving and the storm goes over that down.
Okay,
so he actually got knocked because that was the shot that he hit right before on him. That was the 87 tick. The storm ended up then ticking him over and then getting it. That was that extension where it's now a minute after you've damaged someone.
But we have
our top 15, so 3 placement points going out to everyone. The Fishies getting those as well, so on 5 points so far from this match. And also still 2 shadow bombs with a lot of mats, so they're going to be able to play for late as Andretta gets picked up. So did get the top 3 points going there from top 15, but not anything more there. Majin provoked on the mid tarp. You see I'm the beast and Magis Kapos on the high ground above him. Takeoffs just below. Zappy and Red Rush, another duo who have already qualified, just below. Anonymous 27, not to be confused with Anonymous 72. just below Dementos
Oh,
here
ce
as he's tarping
pigeon.
towards the side, trying
Il a
to
acheté
make
un
it
nouveau
into the top 10.
skin.
A lot of mid-ground tarps coming out now. The zone will start moving in more awkward ways. A little bit of time for Dementos at the moment to see if he can put pressure down up top or down below. Putting vertical pressure upwards as a mid-ground tarper is very, very hard. His duo is down, but does have 6 eliminations. Pay over there. These guys have 8 in total. Looks like it's going to be 9 now, unless
il a
no, just a
perdu
finish on Dementos. He's going to be going
zone.
over on his tarp once again.
Dommage.
But it got him into the top 10, so it's fine that it wasn't his conversion because he still gets 2 points going there from knocking that team out right as the teammate went over. Now Dementos trying to find some
Il
room.
reste
So
12
far
personnes.
they have gotten 13 points from this match, but they need to pick up the pace there. We saw the top duo
Et
was
il
on
reste
60 plus,
8
being up 44. Needs every
11
possible
personnes et
point
8
as
duos.
27 picks up trucks. Dementos still trying to tarp over, edits himself back in, finds an
Ok, il a
angle,
6
but
kills le
immediately
mec.
gets cut off. Provoked, finds the conversion onto 27, and Dementos is just gonna chill, popping that utility. And again, we've talked about it, just so many more risks and time you get there. As now he's gonna drop down, start to contest 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots. Can he find it? 4.
Oh,
Finally
c'était
gets it after
magnifique.
using 6 of the 10 combat shots there, but stops Provoked and gets him into the top 5. That could have end up being huge, but Pulse and I'm the Beast working.
Si je vous réponds pas, c'est normal les gens.
Tohaj being picked up by Benji Fishy and evade ADDZ adds, closing him out there. Another player who has played in the skirmishes before. Beast trying to find whatever space he can. Dementos blowing up. Adds there as now it's a 1v2. Dementos in the bottom right. I'm the Beast in the top right with his partner Magis Pulse, and there for the high ground Dementos goes. Launchpad straight up. Max Flighthead comes in. Can he build it away? Magis pops him off. Dementos tried to get back in the zone, but Magic Pulse brilliantly done, so well executed, and that is why they're on the top, sitting up there currently with the 62
TTV
What a close match going right down to the wire.
38.
One more shot is
Okay.
all he needed there, but it was not possible. Did not connect. The
Yo.
duo does hold it down. Once again, this pattern,
God,
very,
we
very smart solo play there, making sure you can pick
sleepy,
up all the eliminations
YouTube.
before the game ends, even though it's
Fragère.
a 1v2 spot right here. Now we
C'est
got
dire quoi,
Alpha
fragère?
and MXR, who are both
Bah,
chilling
yo,
in their
hein.
big base. Looks like next to Stormline as well, one of the best positions you can be in. Very, very nice loadout there for them
N'hésite
as
pas
well.
à
They've got
Tabo, hein.
the long range beam, the follow up with the drum as well, and that
Ah, attends,
crucial
on va aller
combat
voir
shotgun,
sur,
which did get nerfed a little bit
sur
on this
Google.
patch, but it's still the fire rate and that swap delay coming off allows you to make so many cool
On va aller voir
plays.
sur
They
Google, ça
both
veut dire
are
quoi,
sitting on 0
fragère?
eliminations at the moment, so they must make this effort to catch up near the end of the game.
Yeah, and just one thing in terms of the combat shotgun change, I feel like it's kind of mitigated just because of the
Ok, attendez, les
removal
gars.
of the shotgun timer. It ends up allowing you for to kind of do a lot of people call it the CPU classic, where you're ramping
Fragile.
out and you're able to effectively tarp and shoot at the
Croate.
same time with very minimal amount of exposure. And I think it sort of makes up for the slight change in the range in terms of the tiles and how much damage it does. So the combat's still being very,
c'est
very,
un
very strong
croate.
in the current meta, but you can see MXR being able to push in,
Ok,
trying to find
bon,
the
bah,
conversion,
salut à
instant
toi,
pressure
hein.
from above, and just goes for it. Gianni
Hello.
Jr. showing why he's not Gianni Sr. being taken down there outside the top 20. No placement points for you, and a lot of time wasted in that lobby.
Just a dope reaction there to look up and then look straight up or straight ahead of himself. MXR just carrying that fight right there. Yuntos and Ryu now getting focused by the whole server. Very unfortunate when this happens. Stinks coming down as well, so that's going to be a very, very hard situation to get out of. Ryu now going down. Heiko getting his 3rd elimination, putting him and Ono Kill together on the same or on 4 eliminations there, making sure their points get counted up. 35 points total at the moment. That placement points going to be coming in 4 more duos coming down. 35 people left alive, so that zone surge will also be an option as well.
Yeah, and that was a high value stink. And that's one thing you talk about, you know, it feels really unfortunate when you're getting focused by the whole server. But the reason you're getting focused by the whole server is because you're in an obvious 1x1 that was just rebuilt without priority on the next zone. If everyone is going to focus you, it's much easier to just pile in. You can hear the Rift go off left eye, trying to hit it, trying to do everything he can. Will end up finding it there. Storm Surge is active as we have 18 duos left and 34 players, so pretty much everyone has a buddy with them.
And then, yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a stacked team-based endgame at the moment. A lot of 4-gun loadouts also coming in together right now. Dan Zizzle going down on Shadow Nades. A lot of multiple high ground tarps. A lot of them go down. Cazorla is going to be up top. 1 Shadow Nade left on Heiko at the moment. Andre going down from Cazorla's high ground pick. He gets finished off. Heiko gets that big reward off of it. The match.
Je vous assure, je ne comprends absolument rien. Hein.
Coming full swing, making sure every wall is theirs before they set on the next move. Not quite in zone yet, but that tunnel will be very, very proficient. We're talking about those combat changes as well before. That also changes the range of engagement, as now we have more ARs. The style of the game and how it actually flows as more people are basing up to shoot rather than shooting on the fly if they're not going to be able to box fight, changes the way people move around the map as well.
And it kind of has given a little bit of a resurgence, what we've seen so far, to the drum gun. It allows the drum gun to have a little bit more of that mid-range feel to it, to where it is going to out-prioritize the combat shotgun, whereas before the drum gun very much so got forced out in terms of effectiveness as we hit our top 15, so 3 points going over from everyone, because why run a drum gun when you can have an FSA rifle and then the combat?
Et un Croate
really is
s'est
kind of a
abonné
between, like,
à ma chaîne.
closer to like 4 to 9 tiles, where the drum gun just shreds.
Je comprends pas tout là.
Turn about face, 2 elims right there for Johnny Boy and Kazrola. Brilliantly done. Once those will end up tick over, they do have the top 15 as well, as Dance Hizzle gets forced out of the lobby. Proximustar also gets down, and everyone gets pulled up into the sky.
Pour 20 personnes.
Boom, top 10 next place in threshold.
6 chug splashes still left. We haven't seen them use to their full potential just yet in these endgame storm heal-off scenarios. Proximustar not going down, the high ground star of the last few games that we saw. A lot of wood builds means that these spam weapons are going to pack a wallop, as Johnny Boy gets another knockoff on Ibuhai, the baller player we saw from the other game as well. These rapscallions being sneaky, moving around in brick, metal, and wood. A lot of these big mats now finally coming out, making sure that spam gets stopped down, but more pressure vertically being put down as lair switches come down from their opponents as well. Johnny Boy getting that pickup, maybe not the elimination there, as Onokill also gets another one on top.
Yeah, and it was a really good try from Janus there to disengage, dropping back down, but unfortunately was spotted. But Team Queso lighting up the top left as Zohan was able to find 3 elims, make it a 4th, as the Spaniards are just dragging their way almost into the top 5. But now Kazrola doing everything he can on the side of the zone. Johnny Boy is still up as well. Great 130 shot in the immediate replace. Kind of upset he didn't try and follow it up right away, but he does. That was Fury Legend. Proximustar's duo is going to get taken out and outside of the top 5, so that's 2 points is leaving down there. 1 chug splash is tossed out there as we're closing in. 9 players left, 6 duos remaining. Shot.
Yayas has all the pressure on him now to get that last placement spot. He is low on HP, but it is kind of free.
Je suis vraiment désolé pour
it goes through 4 duels left now. MXR still alive. His dual partner as well is going to be a big fight on the low ground, and one person trying things from the high ground. Low ground though, we do have almost 11 chug splashes.
Pour le light, il est pas bien
pixelisé
en fait.
Going down to MXR. Another quick flick. Yayas going down. He tried to come
Parce que
off from high ground. Maybe he ran out of mats, but nothing worked out for him there. A 4-gun loadout. That heavy sniper still being available. Priority reload on it as well. 3 duos left. Looks like Naka is down at the moment. MXR moving up on the highest priority ground right now. There might be someone higher than him actually at the moment. Heiko and Johnny Boy on the bottom as well with Kazorla. We'll see what they can do. MXR is going to be controlling this fight at the moment. Heiko, these truck splashes coming down. They have so many to use amongst themselves. They're finally going to run out. They're going to be a little bit late on the storm. Heiko going down. Johnny Boy and Kazorla are going to be fighting it out against each other as well. MXR is from the top. Johnny Boy goes down. Kazorla now has to avenge his dual partner and see what can be done here. Both people taking storm takes. MXR coming down, but the heavy is not enough as Kazorla wins that game out all the way, tarping in from that low ground position, making sure he pops off at the right moment.
C'est la team que je supporte depuis le début qui ont gagné.
It was all about the chug splashes. You called it early, but he went, he hung out on the low ground, and even though he got the siphon, MXR was not able to close out the match just because he held zone, had the chug splash, everything he needed. And that's something, again, a new mechanic. You can throw it, you can use it on your teammate, but because it's instantaneous HP, it changes what has now kind of been something that's been really solid in the meta for a long time. When you get to endgame, you know, hey, like, if a person has a campfire plus bandages, I can do this. Or if I take 1 tick, I can get a med kit out. Or, hey, if I get a siphon under 50 HP, like, I'm guaranteed to close this match out. But it's just not enough. And now we're going to throw it back into the studio to Zeke.
No.
Thank you guys so much, man. European action just never disappoints. Again, Sunan describing the Chug Splash recent edition. I think there's still more to this we haven't seen. I think players are still developing strategies with it, and I want to see how they continue to improve upon using that splash. Now, of course, guys, before we go to break, let's take a look at the standings together. Let's get a sense.
On va attendre que... Ah, attends, il y a les scores.
The stream duo of Skype and Vato are sitting in that
Okay.
number one spot. Now you have talked
Premier
about this, all right?
stream.
You said these guys have been edged out several times, and the most recent time was to the
Ah,
Solar
ça
entire
toujours entre
squad.
la
You got to think they
team
want revenge, right? They want it.
Yeah, in
Mistro
week 6 it was Hunter,
et les
Kinstar, and
streams.
Airwalksanikov, and then in week 8 it was, of course, Hunter and Kinstar again.
Yep.
But I mean,
Kinstar.
2 duos weeks in a row, they got 9th place. Finally, Skype had some success in week 9 in the
on va mettre sur
solos.
YouTube
So it seems
Skype.
that success is carrying through here. They have 3 games remaining, 65 points. And this is just awesome there. Of course, we look down the list as well. Y and TJ, they've been
okay.
through, the entire 10 weeks we've been following slightly. They're almost pushing up there. And of course, Y had some pop-off performances beforehand the World Cup even started. And then we watched Magisk and I'm the Beast. Their performance there, we haven't seen too much of a movement here yet in that score, right? 62 points is where we left them off in that game, and they're still obviously probably playing. We'll see if that updates, if they move back into that first place, and then moving down the list. Basically, so we have Wolfies and Rojo, they keep moving down and slowly going down, so there's 4 spots up for grabs. And something that's different though, no Stompy and Shinken, no Benji Fishy and Mr. Savage, they're down here right now, but they're not taking up these spots. So is the top 4
tellement que Brave plus là, il ramène tous ses abos là.
We're about to start getting into those final
quelques
matches.
abos.
This is looking like these guys right now are punching their ticket.
Well, what's scary too is striking
C'est
is from
mon
10
frère
to
gagner un
first
peu
is
là,
only
parce qu'il
7
est à
points.
132.
It's only 7 points. A straight up victorial is going to get you that 10-point threshold. If one elimination along the way, from 10th, you're jumping into contest number 1. So we'll have to see how things unfold. But for now,
On va quitter, c'est de l'anglais, ça me saoule. Attends, on va modifier. Alors, les gens, on va aller où en solo hein. Ouais, attendez, on va regarder les amis qui sont... On va essayer d'inviter un pote. Ok. Ok, ouais. Ok. Voyons voir. On va voir si celui qui est en live. Alors, mais non, attends. Mais je sais même pas si je suis abonné à sa chaîne. Alors, non, et en plus il est même pas cool. Enfin, il est même pas. On va peut-être aller dans l'abonnement. On va voir s'il y a les lives. La Blazari. peut-être Specs. Alors, live, fais ta pub pour ton... Ok, alors attendez, on va essayer de ramener du monde. Alors, je cherche. Ok, désolé les gars, si je suis plus connecté, c'est normal. Je suis en train de faire de la pub. Allez, allez. Là, ça augmente chez personne. Hein. Celui qui a le plus de d'abos, c'est Team CLD. Bah ouais, logique quoi. Pardon. Ok, on va un peu animer la chose. Hein. Ok, il y a toujours personne. Alors, ah ouais, il y a 12 heures, il a été lancé le live. Ah ouais, chaud. Ok. Faut au moins qu'on passe les 100 avant la fin du mois. Je suis même pas abonné. Bah on va voir, on a combien d'abos cette fois. Je suis même pas beau. Alors, Tooms. Alors, Tooms. Rang. Non, attends. Tooms. Rang. Ok. Ok, je peux sur 91 les gens. Bon bah je vais peut-être attends. Là on gagne des abos voilà. Ah ouais, t'es sûr? Si ça augmente pas, mec. Pire, attendez. Hop, hop, hop. Non. Oui. Alors, 10 marques, 5 abonnés. Ok. Genre.
A bit of luck based on the players who are coming in, but sometimes you just force it out.
That's right, man. This lobby is still so packed right now. Got so many players. Just a few one-by-ones over. Gafal, though, is going to be dropped immediately, and now we head over to Requiem George and his teammate, 2Gen Ever. They're trying to isolate this player. So this is the one we saw go down, and now they're just hunting, trying to make sure they can find this elimination as quickly as possible. I like the way they're navigating this, right? They're breaking two separate builds instead of just trying to bash through a single wall. Just making it more difficult. If you're on the inside, you're like, how, you know, they're coming in from two different angles. How do we defend against this? They did get the revive off, Paula, but they still have a lot of pressure.
On the same token, when you do go from two different angles, you also have to be careful because that's two more angles that they can use.
Right.
In that situation being box to box, face to face, one wall in between each other, and the stairs there kind of rotated the awkward way. Very difficult to kind of escape from that if they do manage to get that wall.
Alors les gars, on va arrêter le petit live. J'espère que vous l'aurez apprécié. Moi je vous dis ciao, puis bah, à un prochain live.